Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K23. We are getting close to the end of the regular season here in year number 4, and the team is playing some good ball as we're 47-18. We have been playing great since the trade deadline. We've won 9 in a row. We had the All-Star break in which Jason Tatum won the All-Star Games MVP with 25-11, and we've won our first 6 games since the break with a very common denominator within those wins. And it's that we are passing the ball at a very high level. Our playmaking has been unbelievable. We've got such unselfish players who know how to move the ball around and create shots for themselves and their teammates. And it's been really good to see this offense continue to progress. And we have one of the most efficient offenses in the entire NBA. And that, along with our strong defense, gives us a real possibility to contend for the title this year. We're currently the number 1 seed in the East. We've clinched at bare minimum a play-in spot, and we'll probably clinch a playoff spot pretty soon. We have a point differential of 9, the best in the conference by a wide margin. And the once 4-team race for first place is now a 2-team race. The Celtics and Hornets are both on losing skids, so it's pretty much just us and the Pistons fighting for those top 2 spots, and we currently have the edge over Detroit. The play-in race throughout the Eastern Conference is really close, and then in the West, the Rockets are the clear number 1 team. They're the best team in the NBA by a lot. OKC is the clear number 2 team. We'll be playing against them later today. And then after that, it's really close. From 3 down, everybody is sort of in the race. I'm pretty sure 16 is closer to 3 than 3 is to 1, which is pretty remarkable. It speaks to how good the Rockets are. But I think the team's in a good spot. We obviously acquired Jarrett Allen at the trade deadline. I think he's been a solid piece so far. His numbers since the trade haven't been eye-popping, but his impact has been felt down low as we finally have a true center for the first time since Mitchell Robinson, who obviously requested a trade here a couple seasons ago. We've got a prospect profile today. We'll be going over another group of the players in this year's draft class. And obviously, our Knicks have some pretty high draft picks. We had the Bulls pick unprotected, and they currently are the second worst team in the league. And then we had the Raptors pick at top 5 protected, along with our own first-round pick. So we'll have either 2 or 3 first-rounders this year, depending on what happens with the Raptors pick in the lottery. Because of that, we've got a lot of trade chips. These are 2 big-time first-round picks, which we could use on rookies in a very talented class, or we could trade them away. A lot of these top picks have been traded at one point in time. The Mavericks pick belongs to the Wizards. The Bucks pick belongs to the Pelicans. The Hawks pick belongs to the Clippers. Other than Milwaukee trading that pick along with a bunch of other stuff for Drew Holiday, most of those moves did not work out for the teams trading away their draft picks. We've already gone over a lot of the top players in the class, such as Apollo Fanopoulos and Dalen Battle, so we're going to go down the board a little bit. I do want to point out, Buddy Johnson out of Florida, his stock has really risen up, and he looks like he could be a contender for the number 1 draft pick. If we don't win the draft lottery and pick like at 3 or 4, if there are more guys competing to be the number 1 pick, that's good. That means that our pick would have more value. Let's say there's only 1 or 2 really good players and we get 3 or 4, then the value of that pick decreases. Obviously, it'd be a whole lot easier if we won the lottery. I think this group of top 5 are the 5 clear best players in the draft right now, and then 6 through 10 are all guys we have not talked about yet. We'll start with Vincent Cherrytree, the 6'10" forward out of the University of Notre Dame. He's got really good size and length. He can play the 3 and the 4, and he uses his size and length, particularly on the defensive end of the floor. He's going to be a really good defensive player right off the bat. He's athletic. He's a little bit inconsistent on offense, though. Not a very good jump shooter, particularly from 3, and he doesn't provide a lot of value as a playmaker, but I think he can be a slasher who eventually improves his jump shot. Very good defensively. He's explosive for his size, and I think teams are really going to like him in the back end of the top 10. I know he's been mocked to the Knicks in mock drafts. Mateo Riggs, a big 6'7" point guard from the Overtime Elite Academy. He's a really, really good playmaker. That's certainly the strength of his game. He's not a great scorer. He's also not a natural defender yet, but it's not for a lack of effort. He will make your life hell defending you. He's just got to be a little bit more consistent, but he does have the size and length to eventually be good on that end of the floor. As a scorer, he's very average. He's not bad at it, but I wouldn't say he's good at it. It's his playmaking and his basketball IQ for his young age that are really going to excite scouts. Isu Odu, the Egyptian forward, is up next. He's a good shot creator, and although his mechanics are a little bit funky and unorthodox, he makes his shots at a high clip. They are a little bit of the concern once you get to the next level, however. He has a very low release, and it could be easy to block shots. Defensively, he's solid. He's a good playmaker for his size as well. So if he can get his shooting mechanics cleaned up, I think he could be a really, really good prospect with his good blend of defense, his versatility on that end of the floor. And then on offense, he's a 6'7" combo guard, combo forward basically, who can score and play make. Lucas Alba from Syracuse is up next. He's a very talented, dynamic, shot-creating guard. Obviously, we had DJ Ramses come out of Syracuse. He was the 9th overall pick a couple years ago. Alba's the 9th overall prospect currently in this draft. And I think Alba's basically the Walmart version of DJ Ramses. I don't think he's as explosive or as dynamic as DJ, but I think there's a lot of similarities. Both DJ and Alba are good shot creators, but inefficient, at least in college. Solid playmaking, solid defense, but certainly could look to improve in those areas. And I think he could be an intriguing player in the back end of the top 10. Abdullah Abdul-Shalamu is the mystery man at this draft. He's the youngest player in the class, currently only 17 years old at the moment. 6'4", but he's got a 6'11" wingspan. He currently plays in the NBA G League Ignites program and has been there for the last 2 years. He is a phenomenal playmaker. He can really see the floor well, and that excites teams. He's an impressive athlete as well, but other than that, he's really raw. He's got a long ways to go. He originally hails from Afghanistan, moved over to the States, where he's been with the G League Ignite program. Not a very good scorer. His numbers just don't fly off the page, but you're drafting him for upside. He has some similarities to Rock Khalif Dumbu, another player drafted out of the G League Ignite. Rock Khalif entered the G League with a pretty bad jump shot, and he has quickly turned that into a strength over the last 3 years of his professional career. I think Dumbu's a better defender than Abdul-Shalamu, but Abdul-Shalamu certainly has Dumbu as a playmaker, and I think that's Abdul-Shalamu's biggest edge over Rock Khalif Dumbu. Dumbu's numbers with the Knicks don't really signal improvement, but I think he has gotten a lot better. He's a very solid scorer and a guy who can score in bunches, and his per 36 numbers are really solid. He's gotten a much bigger role this year as opposed to last year, largely because of the spinal injury he suffered in his first summer league, but I think Dumbu's developed nicely with the Knicks. Let's look down the board a little bit. These guys are projected between picks 11 and 20. We'll start with this group between 11 and 13. Alfonso Anderson out of Alabama, Amonte Stewart out of Kansas, and George Costello, who's currently playing overseas. They're all pretty intriguing players. Costello, I think, has the most upside at the group. He's a talented playmaker, combo guard at his size. Amonte Stewart, I think, could be a very solid role player. He's having a great season at Kansas. But Alfonso Anderson's the guy I really want to look at out of the University of Alabama. He's a 4-year player and has gotten significantly better in each season he has been with the Crimson Tide. He's averaging 18, 5, and 4 this year and looks like a potential National Player of the Year candidate on one of the best teams in the country. Anderson's just all around really solid. He's a good playmaker, solid scorer, solid defender. He's a versatile defender as well. You can have him in the perimeter and down low. He's just really good right off the bat. I don't think he's got elite upside or elite athleticism or anything, but I think the floor with him is high, and he could be a player the Knicks consider because he's going to be able to contribute to winning basketball right away. Some of the guys we talked about in the last episode have seen their stocks drop. Rogerio Misht and Diallo were both projected top 5 picks. Abdoulaye Ochefu was a projected top 10 pick. The board has certainly played out very drastically so far. Let's take a look at Jaron Cinco next. He is currently playing for Real Madrid. Look at this play. He was quickly double-teamed and does a great job of dishing out the pass. He's a big guard. You do not find guys who can see the floor like he does at his size and explosiveness. He's basically a point guard, but in the body of a freak athlete small forward. He's an inconsistent scorer, but he is really good from 3, which is a little bit odd, but he's a good shot creator, and he's been really efficient from beyond the arc, making 39% of his threes this year. I think he should be way higher than the projected 19th player in this draft. I think he's really good. Going down the board, you got some other good players. Armando Vespucci at 20. Let's now look at the early 20s. You got more guys who we talked about in the last episode, like Chris Williams and Pascual Baccaro. Again, we're seeing some formerly top prospect stocks drop because of other really good players who have risen up. We'll start with the two Gonzaga guards, Darion Quinn and Uziel Stone-Shaw, both of whom are very solid players. We'll take a look at Uziel Stone-Shaw in specific, who goes by the nickname USS Dog, because he plays like he's got that dog in him. He's a tough, physical player who is a little bit inefficient as a scorer, but here in his sophomore season, his efficiency has really grown, and he has taken a massive leap here in a bigger role with the Gonzaga offense. He's a good playmaker for his size. He's a pretty good perimeter defender, and I think he's somebody who has a very projectable skill set to the NBA and somebody who will be able to contribute right away. One of my favorite players in this draft is James Danielson, the combo guard out of Duke. Danielson is a very aesthetically pleasing basketball player to watch. He's got a sweet lefty stroke, and this is a guy who has phenomenal scoring upside. Offensively, he's one of the best prospects in this draft, and he will let you know when he makes a shot. He's a good trash talker. He's a sneaky athlete, gritty, tough kid, first guy in, last guy out. Hard hat, blue collar type of kid. Now, defensively, he's not great. He's really got to improve there, but I think he's got the work ethic to do it. As we go down the board a little bit, you've got some solid forwards with B.J. Island Jr. and Colby Mead. Got some pretty good guards as well with Trayshawn Reeves from Villanova and Marshawn Papadillo from Alabama. But I really want to take a look at Isaiah Dumas. This is the son of former Seattle Sonics wing Chance Dumas. Chance Dumas was a phenomenal defensive prospect coming out, and I think his son Isaiah is not as good defensively, but still very solid on that end of the floor. Isaiah is also not as good of a playmaker as his father was, but I do think he's a better scorer. He knows how to pick his spots and hit his shots, and while Chance Dumas did eventually develop into a good catch-and-shoot option, he was not that when he entered the NBA. Isaiah Dumas, on the other hand, I think can be a good catch-and-shoot guy right off the bat, which gives him more value offensively than his dad did as a rookie. It's also worth noting, unlike his father, Isaiah Dumas actually has a nice head of hair, so that's worth noting as well. The Creighton Blue Jay is the last player we'll talk about here today. These are currently the top 30 projected players in this year's draft, but if we've seen anything with this class, we're going to continue to see guys move up and down the board, especially as we get closer to the offseason. Let's now put our focus back into the current Knicks. I really wanted to play this game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, who finally have put the pieces together this year and have been one of the best teams in the Western Conference with a record of 43-20, which has them comfortably in second place. They're not close to catching the Rockets, which, again, the Rockets look like the title favorites by a wide margin, but they're also 6 games ahead of the Lakers for third place, and at the bare minimum, they should be able to clinch a play-in spot within the near future. OKC's been very mediocre for a while, and we've been talking about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as a potential star player on the move in the future. The Thunder decided to hold tight. They kept him, and it has very clearly paid off. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is having a great season, averaging 22 and 8. They've paired him up with DeJounte Murray in the backcourt, Jason Tatum's teammate last year in Boston. Now the two of them will go up against each other. While Murray's scoring numbers are down, he is still playing great defense, great passing, and his addition has clearly catapulted this team. Another reason why they've been good has been the breakout of Chet Holmgren, who has really taken a step forward here in his 4th NBA season. Holmgren was a first-time All-Star this year, and he is currently in the top 5 of the MVP race at number 4, the highest-rated player in the entire Western Conference. He's also currently in 2nd for the Defensive Player of the Year. Along with the big 3 of Shai, Murray, and Holmgren, a lot of their other young guys are playing well. Former number 1 pick Adeyemi Onuaku is having a great season. Walter Knotts III is a very solid role player within this lineup. These guys have obviously had a lot of draft picks recently, and they have made the most of them, drafting guys like Holmgren, Onuaku, Knotts, and using them in trades to acquire guys like Keldon Johnson and, of course, DeJounte Murray. So it's been pretty fun to see those guys really improve. We wanted to get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for a while, but OKC did not budge, and now it seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's future will be with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Regular starters today for the Knicks and for both teams. OKC rocking their orange statement jerseys today here at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks look to add a 10th straight win to the victory column. They are 6-0 since the All-Star break, and we'll see if they can get another one here at home against a really good Oklahoma City Thunder team. 2 of the best teams in basketball this year. Who knows? Maybe this will be an NBA Finals preview. OKC wins the tip, and we are underway. DJ Ramses lobs it up for Jarrett Allen. Well, that's a start. First score of the game is a lob for Jarrett Allen, who caught a body and stares him down at the end. Jarrett Allen is looking at a dead body, and it's funny, Jarrett Allen does not seem like the type of guy who would mean mug you down low, but he decided to there with DeJounte Murray. 2-0, OKC gets on the board with a nice fadeaway by Adeyemi Onuaku, the former #1 overall pick, hailing from Nigeria. The Knicks trying to spread the ball around. Here's Cesar DiCarlo, goes inside, connects with RJ Barrett in the corner. Barrett's got a quick 5 points after the catch and shoot 3. Is it 7-4? Here's Chet Holmgren, the big fellow from deep. No good. Ball is tipped into the hands of Adeyemi Onuaku, who throws it down with the dunk. And OKC now takes the lead 8-7. Wide open opportunity. No good. Another offensive rebound. Blocked. Third time's the charm. Blocked again. Great defense by the Knicks. On the other end, it's DJ Ramses, who takes it coast to coast for the layup. His first points of the night. It's now 9-8. Here's Jason Tatum. Fadeaway 3 won't fall. Jarrett Allen with the offensive rebound gets it over to an open RJ Barrett, who knocks down another 3. Barrett's got 8 early points. He's been the only good offensive player for the Knicks so far today. Nice pass and finish inside. A lob for Adeyemi Onuaku. And we are tied at 12. Both teams with big-time dunks early in this game as Allen goes for the soft layup. I really thought he was about to poster again, but I guess it's not to be. Tied at 14. Pretty low-scoring game for the most part. Here's Chet Holmgren inside. Nice finish. It's Keldon Johnson with the slam. OKC leads by 4. Coco Diablo in the game for the Knicks. He gets into the corner for RJ Barrett, who hits another one. Barrett has 3 triples here in the first quarter with 11 of New York's 17 points so far. Good ball movement by the Thunder, and the shot will fall. That's Maurice Moses out of Michigan State, the rookie, who knocks it down from 3. Nice move inside. It's an and 1 for OKC. Kabongo called for the foul. A great drive and finish as it's a 24-21 ball game. Here at the end of the first quarter, Dembu over to Cam Reddish at the buzzer. His shot no good. That'll wrap up the first. 24-21. Pretty low-scoring game so far. The Knicks offense just has not really been able to find a groove so far today. Oklahoma City's defense has been really good. No wonder they're the 2 seed. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is blocked to start the second quarter. On the other end, Tatum, step back, 3-ball, got it! Jason Tatum on the board with his first 3-pointer. Tatum has had his best month as a Knick here in February and early March, and it is obviously carried over to the win column. Khalif Dembu hits the 3, and the Knicks offense, who looked cold in the first quarter, is already off to a hot start here in the second with 2 threes in the opening minute. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander drives inside for the slam. The native of Canada puts OKC ahead 28-27 as Tatum has it again. 3-point shot no good. Jarrett Allen with the offensive rebound, using his size to his advantage as he gets the putback. This is why the Knicks acquired Jarrett Allen at the trade deadline, because he is a body down low who makes things happen. Inside, it's DeJounte Murray, blocked by Jarrett Allen. A big-time defensive play by the big fella. On the other end, Dembu gets it over to the rookie, Zachariah Royster, no good. Jarrett Allen with the offensive rebound, and he gets the putback. Jarrett Allen is doing everything right now for the New York Knicks. He's been the best player on the floor these past few minutes. Cesar DiCarlo, the Italian stallion, sends it in the corner for DJ Ramses, who knocks down the 3. Ramses off to a pretty quiet start scoring. He averages around 19 a game this year, second on the team behind Jason Tatum. Here's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Tough shot. Will fall. Fadeaway 3 at the top of the key. Multiple feet beyond the line. 35-36 now. Here comes Gilgeous-Alexander again. Tight defense by DiCarlo, but he will still make the bucket. Both offenses were pretty blah in the first quarter, but here in the second quarter, they've both been really good. Jarrett Allen's got 10 and 6. Nice pass inside for RJ Barrett, who makes a great backdoor cut. He's got 15 points. Jarrett Allen's really improved as a playmaker of these last few seasons, averaging 3.5 assists per game, a career high. Jason Tatum hits the fadeaway jumper, and the Knicks cut the lead to 1. Patrick Feinstein for 3, won't fall. Who ends up with it? It's RJ Barrett with a good hustle play as he sends it inside for Ahmed Kabongo, the third-year pro out of the Democratic Republic of Congo, who throws it down. 41-42 now. Nice drive inside from Langdon Shepherd. He is blocked by Kabongo. On the other end, it's Coco Diablo. Takes it up himself. Pull-up jumper is good. Nice play by Coco Diablo, continuing to prove himself as a great shot creator. 44-41. Knicks ahead. 3 minutes left in the half. Lob attempt no good for Chet Holmgren. Here comes New York in transition. Diablo with a dime over to DJ Ramses, and the Knicks are really heating up. Their offense has been great in the second quarter after they were pretty bad in the first quarter. Here's Coco Diablo inside for the slam. Coco is just faster and more explosive than everybody else on the floor pretty much. Showing it on that play as Kabongo blocks another shot in transition. Coco Diablo inside and one slam for Coco Diablo. He would miss the free throw, but the Knicks now lead by 8. Coco Diablo's been outstanding here in the first half. And speaking of big-time dunks, nice play by Onuaku. 47-51. Here's Chet Holmgren, the big fella, inside. Makes the layup, and the Enderman brings it to 2. I know that's not his nickname, but he's skinny, so it makes sense. 49-51 now. Nice drive inside for Shepherd. He makes the floater, and we are knotted up. OKC now takes the lead here towards the end of the first half. Dumbu looking for somebody. He gets it over to Coco Diablo, who knocks down the triple. Diablo's got 11 here in the first half, providing a spark offensively for the Knicks off the bench. 53-54. Wide open in the corner. Cannot leave Maurice Moses that wide open. Moses hits the 3. Cam Reddish at the buzzer, no good. And that'll wrap up the first half. 56-54. OKC leads the Knicks. In the first quarter, New York's offense was horrible. In the second quarter, they were really good. It's like a flip kind of switched, but the ball movement was better, the scoring was better, and Jarrett Allen has been a presence down low, making plays on the offensive glass, blocking shots, throwing down dunks. He's been really, really good, continuing to truly find his role here within the Knicks, particularly their offense. Into the third quarter, OKC starts with the ball. Chet Holmgren inside, takes Allen to work. You don't normally see Chet Holmgren bullying people with his strength, but he did that time. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander misses the layup, but the putback will fall. Adeyemi Onuaku with the dunk. 60-58. Here's Tatum, only 5 points in the first half. He has not played well so far. He is no good. But Jarrett Allen gets the putback off the offensive rebound. Jarrett Allen is continuing to play some really good ball. 60-58. Nice lob attempt as Onuaku shows off the style, making the layup. And OKC leads by 4. And they're in team takeover mode. That's not good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander makes the falling floater. And the Thunder look really good out the gate here in the third quarter as they lead by 6. OKC looking to extend their lead even farther. Murray gets it out to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner, who has way too much room. Hits the 3 in front of DiCarlo. And the Thunder now lead by 9. OKC is in control so far here in the second half. As DiCarlo has it stripped away, it's picked up by Holmgren. Looking to take it himself. RJ Barrett catches up to him. Holmgren misses, grabs his own rebound, misses again, grabs his own rebound again. Third time's the charm for Chet Holmgren. The Thunder have been dominant on the offensive glass tonight. Really, both teams have, but OKC especially. The Knicks cannot seem to buy a bucket. They finally get one there from DJ Ramses. That's just their second basket of the quarter, and we are over halfway done, said quarter. Alexander, no good. Rebounded by Holmgren. Pump fake. His shot is good. Nice putback by Chet Holmgren. The Knicks cannot score, and they cannot rebound right now. That's a problem. They finally do grab a rebound off the RJ Barrett miss, but they just cannot seem to score. New York's offense is playing terrible in the third quarter. They're not getting good shots. OKC's defense has been smothering, and the Knicks have 4 points in 6 minutes. They finally get another bucket here from Khalif Dumbu. Hopefully this can be the start of an offensive renaissance because New York has just forgotten how to score. 9-point lead currently. Nice lob for Chet Holmgren, who has taken over the game in the third quarter for OKC. He has been dominant, really showing why he's currently the 4th place vote getter for MVP. Killer Cam Reddish in the corner. Knocks down the 3, his first points of the game. The Knicks offense is starting to play a little bit better. 3-pointer no good. Holmgren with the offensive rebound again. It's been wash, rinse, repeat. All Chet Holmgren has done this quarter is get rebounds and find ways to score the basketball. He's got pretty much a double-double in this quarter alone. Nice move by Coco Diablo. Good to see the Knicks offense playing a lot better these last couple of minutes after they only scored 4 points in the first 6 minutes of the quarter. Diablo inside with another nice move. The Knicks offense has been significantly better with Coco Diablo on the floor today, really showing his value. Here's Chet Holmgren at the end of the quarter. Misses. Holmgren again. Misses. Holmgren again. Misses. Holmgren again is fouled. He had 4 shots on that possession. Unacceptable. Holmgren makes the free throw. He has 11 points and 11 rebounds in this quarter alone as he misses the second one, and that'll end the third. 78-71, OKC leads. The Knicks offense was really bad for the first 6 minutes, and their rebounding was bad the entire time. Chet Holmgren had a double-double in just that quarter. Jarrett Allen blocks the shot. Knicks are now in takeover mode. They got to take advantage as Tatum throws it down. Tatum's been really inefficient today. That's just his first basket of the game. His shooting has been rough. Chet Holmgren misses the free throw. Onuaku with the offensive rebound again. Holmgren sends it out in the corner. Nice pass and nice shot for 3. It's Walter Knotts III, the third-year pro out of Tennessee. Here's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Nice dime inside for Holmgren, who gets the and one. The Thunder are just dominating inside. What happened to the Jarrett Allen in the first half, who was a force down low? That guy has not been seen here in the second half. The Knicks got to get their shooting hot. Barrett hits the 3. If New York wants to come back, they got to shoot like they did at the end of the first half. The three-point shooting has not been good so far in the second half, but hopefully they can get a little something going. Ramses scores in contact. He now has 14 points. DJ's got to get hot. Tatum's got to get hot. Coco Diablo's got to continue to make plays as Jarrett Allen misses an easy shot. Can't miss that one. On the other end for OKC, the lob is good. Adeyemi Onuaku with the throwdown. The Knicks generally play their best ball in the fourth quarter. They've got to do that here, but they turn it over. Stolen away by Oklahoma City. Knotts inside gets it over to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who makes the layup. Thunder up by 12 with 5.5 to go. Here's Coco Diablo with it, looking for the screen from Tatum. Diablo insides. Tatum rolls out to the three-point line and connects on the triple. Jason Tatum's got to play his brand of ball. He's got to hit some shots and put the Knicks back into this game. Show us why he was paid a maximum contract and not allow easy buckets to Adeyemi Onuaku. 92-81, 4.5 minutes to go. Tatum with it, tries to get some room, and he does. Good look. And he makes the mid-ranger to cut the lead to 9. 94-83, under 4 minutes to go. DiCarlo tries to draw the charge. It looked like his feet were set, but he gets no call. On the other end, Oklahoma City does score. It's Wally Knotts III who gets the play. 96-83, not looking good for the Knicks. They need to go on a huge run, and that's one way to start. Tatum hits another 3. He's got 10 points in the quarter. Finally looking like, Jason Tatum. Shot no good. Nice defense by the Knicks, who actually grabbed the rebound. On the other end, it's Jarrett Allen with it. He's got 13 and 10 to DiCarlo. He gets it to Tatum with the slam. The Knicks are going to either lose and die trying or actually come back. 90-89. Here's Shai. He's going to step back, and he hits it. He had a wide-open player on the wing, but Shai wants to take it himself, and it works. 11-point game. Here's Cesar DiCarlo. No points, but he does have 6 assists. Make it 7 as DJ Ramses hits the 3. The Knicks continuing to hang around as they're going to try to press. Gilgeous-Alexander has a wide open. DeJounte Murray with the slam. That's on Jason Tatum. You got to play help defense and get closer to the basket and not make it so easy for the Thunder to score. Keldon Johnson with the and one on the following possession, and I think that's the dagger. 110-97 with just seconds on the clock. Here's Diablo at the buzzer. Bang! Coco Diablo hits the buzzer beater, but the Knicks still lose by 10. New York's 9-game win streak is snapped. They lose their first game out of the All-Star break, and we just did not play well today. Our rebounding was not good. Our offense was very inconsistent. We did shoot 15 of 31 from 3, which is really good in a vacuum, but I don't think we shot the ball that well. We had good runs at the end of the first half and at the end of the second half, but the offense was just not consistent. We did do a good job on the offensive glass with 11 offensive boards, but obviously OKC's offensive rebound was even better. An inefficient 20 for Tatum, a very efficient 20 for Diablo. Jarrett Allen was good, 13, 10, and 4. He had 8 offensive rebounds, holy cow. Barrett with 18, Ramses with 17, As for the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is pretty good. Actually, really, this top three was all really good. SGA had 26 and 9. Onuaku had 26 and 11. Holmgren had 19 and 19. Onuaku had 6 offensive rebounds. Holmgren had 7. That's unacceptable. But hey, at least we stopped DeJounte Murray. He only had like 4 points or something. So a rough loss there. I would have liked to have seen us play a little bit better, but I figured the win streak was not going to last forever. We're going to simulate these next 7 games, get to the final 3 weeks of the regular season. DJ Ramses pulls his calf muscle. He'll be out 2 to 4 weeks. Not a huge deal, but obviously not ideal. I've been wanting to get Coco into the starting lineup, so this gives me an excuse to do so. And I'm going to give Rock Khalif Doumbou a bigger role. I want to see what he does with those extra minutes. DJ Ramses has not yet missed an NBA game in his career. He got injured last year in the playoffs, but he's never missed a regular season game. Ramses would only end up missing 2. Coco did great in the starting lineup, and Doumbou did pretty good in his role as well. And in both of those games, we ended up winning. But we're going to move the lineup back to what it was with DJ healthy. We ended up going 5-2. We lost to the Bucks, who's the worst team on that list. But in the past week, we have gone 4-0. We have blown out all 4 of these teams. We've allowed less than 100 points in each of the last 4 games, and our offense has continued to be really good. If you look at this game against the Cavs in specific, we won by 42. They shot 9 for 40 from 3, while we shot 18 for 40. Tatum with 30, 8 and 5. Ramses with 27. Doumbou, 7 of 8 shooting. I love seeing him be aggressive. Coco Diablo continued to play well. Coco has been great since the All-Star break. I mean, he's been good all year, but really over the last month or so, Coco Diablo has been excellent. So not a whole lot changed in terms of the standings. We're still 2.5 ahead of the Pistons, and it still looks like a two-way race for the number 1 seed between us and Detroit. We're going to wrap up our season in the next episode. We've got some tough games here. Boston, Houston, some other pretty solid teams in there as well. So hopefully we can clinch that number 1 seed and try to get the Eastern Conference playoffs to run through New York. That'll wrap up the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, tomorrow is the first episode of my MLB The Show 23 franchise series. I uploaded the team reveal last night, so in case you missed it, make sure to check it out. With MLB The Show 23 coming out tomorrow, this series is going to be uploaded a little bit slower. You have noticed that I've been uploading this series a little bit more frequently over the last week. That's because over the next week, uploads are going to be less frequent, but eventually, once we get out of the MLB The Show honeymoon phase, we'll be back consistently with uploads for every series. Hope everybody enjoyed. Peace out.